Hello and happy Friday to you. This is First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Russ Thomas with a evening weather update. Again, this is day 2 of 4 straight days of First Alert weather days. And again, what we're finding is today certainly the impacts have fully come into effect with the snow that came down last night. Certainly some light snow still coming down right now. Plus those winds have really picked up. We do have a blizzard warning in place for parts of the region, a cold weather advisory, as well as a winter weather advisory, and then coming up for Saturday night and Sunday, a winter storm watch. So let's go ahead and get right to it. You can see the weather conditions behind me right here. We do have very windy conditions across the region. That blowing snow really creating poor visibility for much of the region as well. As we take a look at that first one, the winter weather advisory, which is in place. This is for widespread blowing snow, wind gust up to 50 miles per hour. This goes through 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can see there's an area that's blocked out there. We take a look at Grand Forks over through Roseau. Again, that is an area where we do have a blizzard warning in place. Here is what we've got for you. Until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, blizzard conditions expected, meaning we are going to see a several-hour window where visibility is near whiteout to whiteout conditions. So this is the area in particular. If you are in Grand Forks, Grafton, Crookston, Hallock, Ada, as well as others in the region, this is a time period tonight into tomorrow morning where, unless you absolutely have to be outside traveling, I would say take it easy, stay inside, because again, it's not just those blizzard conditions, that's bad enough, but also we do have a cold weather advisory, which we'll get to in just 1 second. Again, additional snow accumulations could see, I think, another maybe ½ inch or so in these areas shaded in the pink. Wind gust, and we've got 45 there, but we have seen some spots again where we're expecting maybe 50 even 55 miles per hour. So blizzard warning for most of, if not all of, the northern Red River Valley, and again portions of northwest Minnesota, portions of northeast North Dakota as well. And that does include, of course, Grand Forks. Now here is that cold weather advisory. Again, this is what we have for you. This is across most of the region, not all. Our easternmost locations, Bemidji, Baudette, not impacted by this cold weather advisory, but just about the entire area is what is this. This is from midnight tonight through 4 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon. So pretty extended window there, about 16 hours. We're expecting wind chills, especially during the morning, as low as 40 below in some of our northernmost locations. I think 30 to 40 range is going to be there for a good chunk of the morning for much of the region. Just a bitterly cold day. And we start talking about 30, in particular 40 below with wind chill. Frostbite in as little as 10 minutes, dangerous situation there if you are out. So again, kind of covering everything here. We've got wind chills expected to be 30 to 40 below in many areas tomorrow morning. We've got wind gusts of 50 plus in many areas tonight. We'll also see that on Sunday, which we'll talk about in just 1 second. And we have some snow coming down, blowing snow. All of that, when you put it together, means really take it easy out there. And again, if you can, just stay indoors tonight. Really, I think the entire weekend, if you can just stay in, watch some football, maybe watch a couple movies, maybe drink some coffee, vanilla chai latte, that's my choice. Something to keep you warm out there. Visibility, what do we have for you? Kind of a varying levels here in terms of that visibility. Where we have visibility less than half a mile, at or less half a mile, that is where those conditions are at their worst. And again, the expectation is we're going to continue to see this type of visibility at times, maybe even worse during the overnight hours. Satellite and radar image, just a little bit of light snow at this point coming down. I do believe as we continue to head through the overnight hours, early morning, we're going to see snow really exit the region. We're going to run out of seeing those showers. However, again, with all that snow on the ground, the wind's still blowing, though winds will begin to diminish overnight tonight a little bit. Still going to be concerned about that blowing snow. Take a look at our wind gusts just over the last hour here. Fargo, wind gusts straight out of the north at 44 miles per hour. Got 37 miles per hour Sisterton, 38 miles per hour in Fergus Falls, Grand Forks 33. You get the idea. Very, very windy across the region. Those winds out of the northwest to north creating incredibly cold conditions. Look at our forecast as we head through the overnight hours. What we have here is the actual air temperature. Of course, you factor in the wind as we discussed. We'll take a look at our wind chill values, the expectations through the weekend in just 1 second here. But again, just the air temperature alone, very cold. Winds out of the northwest driving colder air into the region. Tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock, we warm up to 0 in Fargo, 1 below Grand Forks, 1 below in Findlay, 6 below Langdon. So again, it's going to remain very, very cold out there. We get to tomorrow evening, now we're seeing another batch of light to some moderate snow as well, pushing through the region mainly overnight Saturday into Sunday morning. You can see east of the Red River Valley around 5:36 a.m. We're going to see some pretty good coverage of light snow coming down. Notice our temperatures though, they warm up overnight. Not a lot, but again, we'll see single digits and teens. Then what happens after the snow moves out, the winds again pick up out of the northwest. They're going to be very strong, driving our temperatures back down. So we see a bit of a warm up overnight Saturday, only to see the temperatures fall back out. The bottom of those temperatures fall out again as we jump into the afternoon on Sunday, where we're back to seeing temperatures in the single digits above to single digits below zero. Now the snow does move out, but again, now we're looking once again at potential blizzard conditions because of very strong winds combined with snow that we have on the ground. Monday is going to be a somewhat calmer day and a day that's going to feature sunshine, still bitterly cold. Now potential snowfall through 6 p.m. tomorrow, very little in terms of any accumulation left, maybe another dusting in some areas on top of what we already have in place. Then we move from Saturday to Sunday, and notice now we're seeing areas where we could see another additional 1 to 2 inches, maybe a few spots, 2+ inches of snowfall, Detroit Lakes, perhaps in Bemidji, and again up around Devil's Lake and Langdon. So again, another batch of snow Saturday night through probably early to midday on Sunday. Now let's focus in on the winds. Winds settling down tomorrow morning at least somewhat. Still looking at some gusts, 15, 20, 25, 30 miles per hour, but by the time we hit afternoon, evening, winds for a brief period do calm down. Then we jump into Sunday morning. Look what happens. Winds increase once again. By the time we hit the noon hour, late morning to about mid-afternoon, that's when the wind gusts will be at their peak. 30 to 45. Areas in red could see 45, 50, 55 mile per hour wind gusts. Again, that's on Sunday, and that's blowing that fresh snow that's going to come down late Saturday through about midday Sunday, blowing that around, creating those very poor travel conditions once again. Winds will begin to diminish late Sunday and certainly by Monday. Last thing we're going to look at here, wind chill forecast. Taking you to Saturday morning. This is tomorrow morning, 7:30. We've got 37 below Langdon. Again, that's factoring in the wind chill. 32 below Hallock, 32 below Devil's Lake. Even Fargo, Grand Forks, right around that 28 to 30 below zero. The entire area going to be downright frigid tomorrow morning. It's going to take a little time to warm up. At noon tomorrow, we're still seeing 20s and 30s below across much of the area when you factor in the wind chill. Gets a little better as we head into tomorrow afternoon. We'll see some teens and then mid to upper 20s as we head to Minnesota. I think the warmest time period we're actually going to see is going to be early Sunday morning, about 5, 6, 7 o'clock, where many areas the wind chill value is going to be close to zero or maybe even slightly above. But look what happens. Watch Langdon. Watch that purple, that deep purple area swinging right back in. So again, Sunday going to get colder as the day progresses, again with those wind chills in the 20s, even 30s below. So again, we've got a very cold weekend, snow coming down, winds whipping that snow around. Last thing I want to show you, winter storm watch is in effect Saturday night through Sunday evening. Blizzard conditions possible. Snow accumulations up to 2 inches and wind gusts to 50, maybe even 55 miles per hour. So there's really not going to have any winds this week, and certainly in terms of being outdoors, a good one to stay inside for your safety and just for your comfort as well. Of course, if you have to be out in these type conditions, you want to make sure, especially when you get in those blizzard conditions or those extreme frigid conditions, you're driving around, make sure you have a kit, something in the car so you can keep yourself warm, a way to stay warm while you're waiting for someone to pick you up or you're getting help out there should you get stuck. But again, hopefully you're staying in or you're being very careful if you're out on the roadways. Again, take it easy this weekend. Meteorologist Joseph Williams, he's going to be in for Saturday, Sunday as well, keeping us updated on all weather conditions. Of course, he'll be here at the desk keeping you updated. Of course, Valley News Live as well, 5, 6, or I should say 6, 9, and 10 tomorrow. So Joseph will be in. Joseph will keep you updated and safe out there. Hope you have a wonderful evening.